Yes.
What do you see down there below you, or what's the first thing you see?
Cobblestone streets.
Okay. Look around you and see what you see around you.
I see buildings, apartments, people. People are on the streets, but they're also kind of hanging out of their windows. It looks like it's a village.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand what they're saying. They're not speaking in English.
It's okay. Okay. So
I'm a little boy.
Okay.
Probably 7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
I have knickers on. I have long socks. Pretty nice shoes. My shoes look like custom leather shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I have curly hair. Pretty pale skin.
Does the body feel healthy?
Yeah, I'm young.
Mm-hmm. Are you wearing any jewelry or ornaments on your body?
No, I'm dressed really nice. The clothes I have on are nice.
Mm-hmm.
My clothes are like I come from a family that has money, a family that can afford nice things.
Mm-hmm. Are you carrying anything?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Walking down the street.
Is there anyone with you?
No.
So you're walking down this cobblestone street.
Yeah, there's horses.
Okay.
People have, it's dusk time. It's about to be dark. People are holding lanterns.
Mm-hmm. So, from your perspective as this young boy, what are you doing there?
I think I'm looking for my family.
Okay.
Maybe I took a walk outside. I'm not sure. I just, I'm walking into a restaurant. My family's eating. I see my mother, my father, and I have a lot of siblings. I don't know how many, but the table's full of kids.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do next once you find them in the restaurant?
They don't really notice that I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's eating and laughing.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is a huge man, really, but he looks pretty powerful, pretty prominent. He's well known. He's paying attention to a lot of people that are in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. And what do you mean by that? He's paying attention to a lot of people in the restaurant.
He's just not really paying attention. He's at the table with the family, but he's not really paying attention to anybody. He's having a lot of other conversations with people that are walking by. He seems pretty well known.
Okay.
My mother is very petite and well dressed, but she's not saying anything. She's just sitting next to him smiling. He's sort of this overbearing, boisterous
Mm-hmm.
man.
And from your perspective as this boy, what is your relationship like with your dad?
I'm just one of his kids. He has a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of kids. Kids are kind of just a thing to collect.
Okay. What is your relationship like with your mother?
She just does as my dad's told, so she's much more subservient to him. She doesn't really, she takes care of the kids and does what she needs to do, but she's fearful of my dad if she's not right by his side.
Mm-hmm.
So she loves their kids, but she knows her first duty is to make him happy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I left the restaurant because I wanted to see if they'd even notice if I was gone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I left and I walked down the street, and then I walked back in and nothing had changed. They didn't realize I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my siblings just fight with each other.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any special relationships with any of your siblings?
I have an infant sister that was just born, and I'm really connected to her.
So look more deeply into that scene. What additional things do you see?
My dad's there bringing his family into town and showing off all of his kids, all that he can afford to take everybody to eat. Apparently this is a time when a lot of people don't have excess money to take an entire family that size out to eat, so he's showing off.
Okay, very good. So now that we've established that, what happens next?
Well, we're getting ready to leave, and there's some fear about going home. I feel like it's fear around being abused.
Okay.
Or our father is not the same person behind at home.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody knows what behavior, what will happen.
Right.
When we get home, is he going to be happy? Is he going to be mad? Is he going to yell? Is he going to blame people?
Mm-hmm.
Blame kids for something?
Mm-hmm.
And my mother's super nervous too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking back to our home, and everyone's lined up in a straight line, and we're walking back, and nobody's saying a word. All the cutting up and being silly and all of that, everything is very serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just try to, I'm not the oldest, I'm not the youngest, I just try to become invisible, because if I'm invisible, then maybe the attention isn't put on me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But as we're walking back home, my dad is still waving and smiling and acting really insincere to the people on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not a happy child. I'm sad. I feel like I'm missing deep connection. Even though I have all these people around me and this big family, I don't feel that connected to anyone except for my infant sister, and she's just an infant.
Mm-hmm. Do you get along all right with your other siblings?
Yeah, but I kind of stay to myself because I don't want to draw any attention to myself or cause my father to single us out for any behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very quiet.
Mm-hmm. So this scenario of your dad kind of showing off this beautiful family that he has, and the insincerity that you witness, does this happen often?
Yeah, I parades the family around as this family that he's, really proud of and takes care of, and everyone has to dress really nice and act like everything is really perfect and perfect family, but really everyone is just trying to survive.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
So my dad's been drinking, so he's a little less aware of everyone's behavior because he's been drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems to be in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. So do you get home?
Yeah, we're walking towards a building, but it doesn't seem like it's home. It seems like a workplace, something that he might own.
Mm-hmm. So as this boy, do the surroundings feel familiar? You said that people were talking a different language. Do you speak the same language as the people around you?
Yes, I speak the same language.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what happens next?
So we're in this building, and my dad goes to one of the levels, but the kids and my family and my mom, we're behind on a different level. We're just told to wait there. I don't know if it's business or what, but it seems like my dad's meeting other businessmen.
Mm-hmm. At this, from your perspective as this 10-year-old boy, do you know what kind of work your dad does?
No, I don't know. I just know that these men come and these men show up from time to time and they have meetings, but he's very controlling of my mom, and he won't let her take us back to the house without him, so we have to wait. Sometimes these meetings are all day, sometimes they're a short amount of time.
Okay.
But in that time when he's gone, everybody, it just is very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
No one is enjoying themselves.
Okay.
And he's left us on a floor that there's no light.
Describe that, please.
So it looks like a big warehouse, and it's wood floors, like old wood plank floors, and there's no furniture. You're just sitting on a floor. And the windows are, some of them are broken, some of them are covered up. It seems like a warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Just big, open space. It's kind of humid, dark,
Mm-hmm.
and but my father's on the next floor, and we can hear laughing and chairs moving and sounds like playing cards or something moving. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what the sounds are, but it's like it sounds like a cheerful, happy. Doesn't sound.
So, do you wait there a long time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This time we're waiting a long time.
What does that feel like for you?
Well, it's something that we've just done our whole lives. We just got used to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just part of being in this family. This is what the expectation is, but I'm not happy. My siblings aren't happy. My mom's not happy.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Seems, why would you have a family? Why would you have kids?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you treat people this way and just have them for show?
Mm-hmm.
A family for show.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there anything else in this scene that you feel that we need to explore?
Well, I would love to go upstairs and watch and see what my dad's doing, but there's no way for me to go up there and see it.
Okay. So what happens when he gets back? Let's move forward a little bit. You're there now. He's done with what he's doing.
So now we're in the home, and the home is huge. It's like an old castle. It's massive. There's like a moat around it. There's guards at the front. I think we got there through it was definitely horses. It was a stagecoach. It's like cars that were being pulled by horses. And this house is huge. It's really massive, high ceilings, stained glass windows, and like a castle. But it's very dark, and it's very, the energy is not inviting. If this wasn't my home and I didn't live here, it would be something that I would be very scared to go up to, not knowing.
How do you live in such a massive house? What's that like for you?
Well, we spend a lot of time wandering around. And since I don't really socialize much with my brothers and sisters, it's me wandering around this place a lot by myself. There's a lot of doors. There's a lot of locked doors I can't get in. There's a lot of books on a lot of shelves.
So as this young boy, what do you do with most of your time besides wandering around?
Well, I'm always trying to figure out a way to get outside.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of times the doors are locked, but I find doors that are open from people that work inside the home, and they leave the doors open, and I sneak out. I like to be outside. Behind the house is a huge field, and there's a lot of interesting things there.
Okay.
But I'm pretty smart about going in and going out.
What else can you tell me about yourself?
I'm pretty smart. I'm very kind. I'm very loving. I'm very curious. I wish I had parents that paid closer attention to me, but that's not how they are. I can't wait to get married one day and have children and have a family that treats each other kindly with love and respect and wants a family for the right reasons.
Very good. Now leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. What's happening? What do you see?
I'm getting married.
Tell me more. What do you see?
Well, I'm on a horse, a white horse, and my future wife is on the white horse, and we're getting married in front of a church. And we're both on white horses, and we're dressed in white. It's a big wedding.
Tell me about your wife.
She's very beautiful, long, blonde, curly hair. Very, her face is very angelic.
And at this juncture of your life, now that you're getting married, what do you do with most of your time?
Well, we're in the process of finding a home for our future family. We plan to have children. And I'm working pretty much every day on a farm. And not far from the farm is where we plan to build a home. And we wanted to buy a home before we got married, but we weren't able to do that. I didn't get any money or any help from my family.
Tell me more about that.
They didn't want me to leave and get married. They wanted me to stay. my dad wanted me to stay to work with him, but I didn't want to. I wanted to go find my own way.
Mm-hmm.
So I left, and when I left, they basically cut me off.
Mm. How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me sad, but it's expected.
Mm-hmm.
It's expected from the type of person that he was, and my mom wasn't strong enough to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel free, and I feel relieved from that.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting married now. You've described what your beautiful wife looks like. What happens next?
We're living kind of a farm life. We're living in a farm. I've built the home that we live in.
Mm.
And I see 2 children, a boy and a girl.
Mm.
And that's all the children that we're going to have. We don't want to have more than 2. We feel like 1 for each person is enough.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of love there. There's a lot of respect. There's a lot of mutual admiration. You know, it's the life that I've always dreamt of, the type of connection that I've always wanted, and the type of life that I always thought that I deserved, and I didn't see anything negative or wrong. It's all exactly as I had created and imagined.
Wonderful. So do you feel loved by your wife?
Yes, I feel extremely adored by my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel very protective over her. Mm-hmm. And all I want to do is create and provide for my wife and my 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any connection with my birth family or siblings.
Mm-hmm.
That part of my life seems very dark and very something that I don't want to be associated with or attached to. My
Mm-hmm.
life now started on a white horse, wearing white.
Mm-hmm.
My house is white.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is alive and thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's smiling. Everybody is honest and respectful. A lot of joy, a lot of gratitude.
How do you feel that you're no longer connected to your family?
Oh, amazing.
Okay. Very
I
good.
feel like I endured that situation,
Mm-hmm.
and this was my reward for enduring that.
Okay.
This is the life that I imagined.
Very good. Now, let's leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. We've now moved forward to an important day. What's happening? What do you see?
Oh, my son's getting married.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel?
Very proud.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very kind, respectful gentleman
Mm-hmm.
that knows how to treat women properly and is carrying on the same family traditions that I've instilled and his mother's instilled.
How did you learn to treat women properly, given the family life that you came from?
I just saw how sad my mother was and how my father treated my mother, and I vowed that I would never treat a woman that way, that her voice would be important,
Mm-hmm.
and that her needs would be met, and that she wasn't just there to smile, but there to engage,
Mm-hmm.
and that her love is so needed
Mm-hmm.
for the family to survive.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So your son's getting married. Tell me more.
I've never seen him I've seen him so joyful his whole life, but now it just seems like he seems extremely joyful, extremely happy, extremely proud, and really at peace and really comforted and really a lot of gratitude and a lot of appreciation for me and his mother, and for him to meet someone that he so deeply cares for to marry.
Mm-hmm.
And is really looking forward to starting his family.
What do you think and feel about his wife?
Oh, she's amazing. She's perfect for him.
Mm-hmm.
She adores him just like my wife adores me.
Good.
It's like he's picked somebody that is just like his mother.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. So what happens next?
I'm hearing through the grapevine that my mother is really ill. My father's already passed. My mother's really ill, and she's called for me to come visit her. But I haven't seen her in I don't know how many years. Seems like a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. So do you go?
I don't know. I'm really torn.
Okay. So
Part of me says yes to say goodbye
mm-hmm.
and be respectful. She didn't know.
Mm-hmm. How is that affecting you?
I feel a lot of sorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a lot of, because my life hasn't been nothing like her life.
Mm-hmm.
After I got married and my son got married, and those people in my family now have no idea
Mm-hmm.
what torture and pain and my mother went through by picking my father and just doing what he said.
Mm-hmm. So what do you decide to do?
My wife is encouraging me to go, but I don't want to go without her, but she says I need to go without her.
Mm. So how do you decide what to do next?
Well, I'm in a field and I'm meditating. I'm sitting by a tree. And the information I'm getting is that I don't necessarily have to go be with her in the physical, but that I can connect with her spiritually. She's asking for my forgiveness. She realizes that she wasn't present as a mother and turned her back on a lot of things that us children had to endure.
How are you, as this man, how are you aware that she's asking for your forgiveness?
She's telling me.
In the physical?
No, I'm in a field just connecting in.
Okay. So what do you do?
I know it's not her fault. I know what she did was not intentional on her part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically telling her that I forgive her, but I don't really have any real attachment either way.
Mm-hmm.
But if this is something that she needs to feel more at peace transferring
Mm-hmm.
from this lifetime, I don't really want to be in the presence of any of my other siblings, and I'm feeling that a lot of my siblings are there with her,
Mm-hmm.
around her,
Mm-hmm.
in the physical, and I'm not feeling like I want to be in that space.
Mm-hmm.
It's way too uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling her that I forgive her and that I love her, and then peaceful transition.
Okay.
And I'm asking to disconnect from her energy, saying goodbye.
Okay. And how does that work out for you?
It seems like a completion.
So now let's go forward to the last day of your life.
I'm in my house. I'm on the bed. My wife, my children, their children are all around my bed. I'm not speaking, but I know they're there. I can't see them, but I know they're there.
Why can't you see them?
My body's too weak. I can't talk or open my eyes. Some disease has taken over my body. And they're with me and praying for me and telling stories about me and reminiscing about things that happen. And they're sad, but I've lived a long life. I've lived a good life. I've lived a full life. I was an honest man, a hardworking man. I provided and protected my family. My children have raised beautiful families, and it seems like a completion.
What other thoughts and feelings do you have as right before you pass over?
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
My work is done.
Very good. So now whatever's happened has already happened and you're on the other side of it. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at that life, what did you learn from it?
I have the power to create any life that I can imagine, no matter what circumstances are in my beginning. I do not need to stay in that same circumstance. All you have to do is choose to be out of it and imagine what it is that you want, and that other thing is possible.
What do you think was the purpose of that lifetime?
The difference between a broken family, a disconnected family, a family of shame, guilt, and sorrow, a low vibration, to what's possible with awareness and creation. And just the imagination, what you imagine to be possible, and it can be.
So let's move away from that scene. You are now at another time and place. What do you see, or what's happening?
Seems like I'm in a really busy city. I'm a woman in my 60s or 70s, but I'm very active. I have a lot of health. I'm in heels and in a sports coat. I'm not working, but I'm really dressed up, and I'm walking through a major city that's full of people.
Look around you and tell me what else you see.
So there's no cars on the street. There's scooters that are flying in the air, sort of above my head slightly. So people are walking on the street, and then there's scooters up above everyone's head. There's no cars. And it's very full of people.
Do the people look human?
Some are and some aren't.
Tell me more about that.
Some of them look like robots. It's like a robot's. It looks like white robots with blue eyes.
Describe the robots.
About 5 foot tall, mostly white. It's like a head and 2 arms and 2 legs. And they have this black where the eyes are, is like a black, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a black window on their face, and then out that window is like 2 blue eyes that are like light, more like lights, headlights. And they're zipping around.
What's their purpose? What do they do?
I think they're delivering stuff. Like packages. They have backpacks on, maybe has stuff in it that they're delivering. Some of them are driving people, some of them are delivering, and then there's some people that are on these little, kind of looks like a moped bike looking thing that's like zipping around. But some of the buildings are not even on the ground. Some of the buildings are in the air. It's like everyone's walking, but everyone's on different levels.
What's the general vibe that you pick up there?
Everyone is super busy going somewhere, doing something, or just there's a lot of lights, there's a lot of doesn't really even seem like it's on Earth. It seems like it's in space somewhere.
Okay, let's go back to focusing on you and your body. So you're a vivacious 60, 70...
Yeah, I'm 60 or 70 years old, but my body looks like 30.
So what are you doing there?
I'm on my way to see a friend.
Is there anyone around you that's with you, or is
No.
it just you're alone in this crowd?
Yeah, I'm just in this crowd, and I'm walking to see a friend, and I'm kind of lost because it's like the streets appear and then they're not there anymore. So there's no real way to know where you're going. It's almost like you imagine the streets there and then it's there. So you have to be focusing on where you're going. You can't be doing other things. You can't lose track of where you're going. If you're talking on a phone or you're having a conversation and you're not thinking about the street you have to turn on, it's not going to be there. So you have to think about it.
So how on earth do you find your friend that way?
Well, I'm trying to connect with her, but I tried to call and she didn't answer. So now I'm just trying to connect with her through my thoughts. I'm noticing that when I look at people on the streets, I know exactly what they're thinking. And I don't know them. I can tell that I know what's going on. It's like I can read their mind if I focus. So right now I'm trying to connect with her, but I'm not getting any connection.
What happens next?
Well, I know I'm supposed to meet her pretty soon, and she knows I'm coming. So I've been to her place before. I just know that I need to focus more on the streets to get me to her place.
Okay.
But the streets are different because they're not normal streets. They're in levels.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get on one of those motorcycle bikes to get up to the other level, or you can just imagine going up to that other level.
Mm-hmm. Which do you do?
I'm having a problem connecting, getting up to that other level, so I'm going to have to get on one of those scooters. But I can't find one because everyone's on them, so I have to... Oh, I just need to imagine one and it appears.
Okay.
So I'm on one of those scooters now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I'm at her house.
Okay.
She's letting me in. She's my friend, but she's also one of my guides.
Oh, tell me more about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I'm getting to meet her for the first time. She invited me to her. That's why I couldn't connect, because she wasn't in that dimension earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Now she was there. Once she was there, I could jump on the scooter and connect with her.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't look human, and her skin's kind of like a greenish color, and she's really tall and thin. Her face it's really pretty, but it's not human. It's like a dragon mixed with a human face, but it's pretty. She has a like green color skin, and she has bright red curly hair. Big curly hair.
So if she's a guide, what does she have a specific function for you or purpose with you?
She's just basically inviting me to meet her, and says that I've been doing a good job, and that she says that I will be rewarded for the job that I'm doing. That she said that not everyone gets to see her and meet her at her space in person, but that she wanted to invite me there. So we're sitting down on a couch.
What kind of job are she talking about? Doing a good job? What does that mean?
She's saying that I'm doing a good job assisting those who want the assistance to evolve.
Okay.
And that she's one of the main guides that is assisting me with other people. She's just really proud of me.
Fantastic.
But we're not talking to each other. We're just... She's just communicating with me telepathically, and it feels really good. She feels very safe and feels very, very genuine and very loving, very motherly, but very magical, very mystical, very... I feel lucky. I feel lucky that I'm in that space, because that space isn't easy to find. I think that's why I had a hard time finding it. My frequency has to be the right frequency to connect with her, to find her.
And how do you adjust your frequency?
With love.
Okay.
So she's walking me around her space, and she's asking me, what do you want to do? Oh, I want to hang outside by the pool. I'm asking her, oh, do you have a pool? well, walk through this door. I open the door. Is this your pool? Yeah, this is my pool. This is the exact pool that I imagined that you had. Well, this is your imagination creating this pool, and this is the pool that she's showing me, that I'm the creator of her space. So whoever comes there, whatever they feel comfortable in, whatever space they feel comfortable in, is the space that gets created for them instantly.
Okay. Wonderful.
Same thing with smells. What smell do you like? Lavender? Instantly everything smells like lavender.
Can you smell it now?
Yes.
Very good. We've now moved forward to an important day. Now what's happening? What do you see?
She's taken me on a spaceship.
Okay. Describe the events as they occur.
So we left her apartment, and this is not in the same time period. This is later on that she's taking me across on a spaceship. And it's massive. It's so huge. And everyone on the spaceship knows me.
Do you know them?
No. I don't know them, but they're congratulating me and telling me what a great job I've done, and they're just celebrating me, and it's 100 more people.
What do they look like?
Some look human, some look like her, some look different. It seems like many different races of people and beings. I've never seen that many different types of people or beings. Their hearts are transparent. Everybody's heart, you can see through everyone's chest, and you can see the glow of the heart, all their hearts. Some are glowing more than others, some are bigger than others, but you can see their joy. You can see their emotion through their chest.
How do you communicate?
Telepathically, nobody's speaking.
Okay. So what feeling do you get overall from this crowd?
Peace. I feel at home. I feel accomplished. I feel like the mission is done. I feel like the work that I set to do is done, and I feel like it's time to rest.
So did you pass over, or how did you make that transition?
I don't know. I just got on the spaceship. I feel like I'm still in my body, but my body, it looks very young. It's like age regressing. Like my body looks extremely fit and young. But I know that I'm 80 or 90 years old.
I see. Okay. Interesting. Can you describe your surroundings, the spaceship? Inside?
We're just flying through space. I'm standing at a window and just watching, I guess, space matter. I'm not sure what it is that's coming up near the window. It's almost like a scene right out of Star Trek.
Okay.
And everybody seems happy and joyful, and and everyone gets along really well, and the vibration and the energy is very high.
Do you know where you're going?
I don't think that we're going anywhere in particular right now.
Okay.
I think this is more like a celebration of my return to this spacecraft. And
so your mission was to, off the ship, was to help people evolve.
yeah, help people find the truth. Lead them on a path to find the truth, to find their truth.
Okay. How did you accomplish that?
Treating people with love and compassion and empathy, and spending time with them, sharing.
Okay. Good.
It's really not that hard.
Right. Now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to another important day. We've now moved forward to an important day. What's happening? What do you see?
I'm back on Earth. This is the Earth plane for sure. Before I was not on the Earth plane. And I'm back at the ocean.
Are you the same woman?
I'm the same woman, but I'm just relaxing at the beach. I don't know why it's such an important day.
That's okay.
But I'm just laying on the beach and just watching people. Oh, people. It's the new Earth.
Oh, tell me more.
It's people are just relaxing at the beach. Nobody is rushing around or busy or worried about anything. Everyone is just in a state of joy. It's just nice to be on the beach and watching everyone's bliss, watching the frequency, witnessing all of the trees are full of fruit. People are eating off the trees. People are in the water. There's dolphins.
How do people get around on the new Earth?
Well, I'm at the beach right now.
Okay.
I don't see any cars.
Okay.
I see people have houses near the beach. They're just walking.
Okay.
Walking to the beach. I don't see past that.
Okay.
I see all of the trees full of fruits. I see food everywhere on the earth. I don't really see commercial stores or anything. I don't see buildings. I don't see roads. I don't see roads.
Okay. And from your perspective, are you able to ascertain how people got onto this new Earth?
They imagined it.
Okay.
people created in their imagination. Everyone created this earth. This was a co-creation for humanity. Things that are not of this vibration can't stay.
I see.
There's nothing really to do. Everybody's just in a state of bliss.
Okay.
Everyone's in nature, enjoying the sun, enjoying the water, enjoying the elements. Nobody has unmet needs. Everything is provided. I don't see any sadness. I can't pick up any lower frequencies or lower vibrations.
Fantastic. We've now gone forward to the last day of your life in this lifetime that we're watching. What's happening? What do you see?
My body is going towards a star in outer space. And I'm going into the star.
Okay. What are your thoughts and feelings before you go into the star?
My light will contribute to the light of the star. I'm the star.
Very good. As you look at that life, what did you learn from it?
I am divinely guided. I have an entire team in space, in other dimensions, that are my family and rooting me on and with me.
What do you think was the purpose of that lifetime?
Connect back with my galactic family.
Okay. Thank you. I know the higher self could have brought forth many different lifetimes for us to see today. You chose to bring forward the life of the boy that was pretty neglected in a very wealthy family. Why did you pick that lifetime?
Money isn't the benchmark of a happy life. I chose that lifetime to show that even in the most extreme cases of wealth, there still can be much sadness and neglect and abuse.
Thank you. You chose to bring forward the life of the 70 to 90-year-old woman who ended up on the new earth. Why did you pick that lifetime?
There are many questions about the new earth. And if she will be on the new earth, and was shown that if she chooses to be on the new earth, she will be on the new earth.
Okay.
Relinquish control.
Okay.
Allow things to flow.
Okay.
Allow others to do their part. Move into co-creation through imagination.
Okay. What is the most important message that you can share in the now moment?
Everything is unfolding according to plan. There's nothing to worry about. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to happen. Do not overthink things.
Where does that overthinking come from? Higher self?
Fear, worry, not trusting,
Okay.
not taking action on first impulse.
Okay. Have you any suggestions for her as to how to mitigate overthinking or to stop altogether, whichever is in her highest good?
Continue with the meditation, relaxing the body, going into the body for the messages. The body has all the answers. Gut instinct is extremely important.
Okay. Why did she choose to incarnate to this lifetime in this moment? What is her specific soul mission?
This time is for the Great Awakening. It is for it is a time of great consciousness expansion. She is here to bring that frequency to others. She has done this before.
Is there a connection between that and the most recent past life you showed her?
The most recent past life is her in the future.
Okay. So she's done higher consciousness work before?
Yes. She was a teacher.
Can you provide her a visualization or a some more understanding of that?
She came to this incarnation to experience what she sends her students to experience, to have this experience herself. She is a teacher once the students have graduated to a certain level of consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
The spacecraft is a home base where she is a teacher for these students.
Okay.
This people on the spacecraft were her students,
I see.
and they are congratulating her for completing the mission as a student herself, to be able to teach more deeply of the experiences within Earth.
Beautiful. Thank you. You have anything else to say about that?
She spent many incarnations in that space. It was not just one incarnation.
Mm-hmm.
Many lifetimes. But this was the last one.
Okay.
She is coming back to teach based on all of the latest experiences.
When you say the latest experiences, are you talking about her personal experiences?
Yes.
Okay. So am I understanding that she's here to teach from the perspective of what she's learned from her personal experiences in this lifetime?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that clarity. Is it her highest and best timeline to stay in this current career?
That is a decision of her own free will, depending on what her intention is within that job.
Okay.
It can serve a higher purpose with one intention. It can also create suffering with another intention.
Tell us about that. Can you go deeper into that, what you mean about the intentions?
Is the intention to serve her own needs and wants? Or is the intention to serve other fellow humanity?
Okay.
The current career gives an opportunity to interact with many other souls, and with the right daily intention, the people that she's meant to meet in this current incarnation could be connected to her at a much faster space versus not being in that space.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about that?
Every interaction with every soul on earth plays a particular purpose in each one's ascension. As your awareness becomes more clear, the purpose of each meeting and intention will make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the intention needs to be set prior to each meeting.
Okay.
Create the outcome before the meeting.
I see. Okay. How is that body scan going?
Working on the heart.
Tell me more about that. What's going on with the heart?
Lots of blockages, lots of unresolved issues stuck in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of old wounds from this lifetime and many previous lifetimes.
So, is there anything we need to address specifically while you're doing that, or is it something you're working on that you can clear today or heal
We're
today?
working on that, clearing that. However, it is multiple layers and many lifetimes of heartbreak.
Okay. May I ask another question?
Yes.
What's the purpose of her current love relationship? Is there a spiritual contract? Do they have past lives together? Is staying in this relationship a part of her highest and best timeline?
The comment on that is, if there is joy and gratitude, yes.
Okay.
If there's multiple days and goes into weeks and going to years without joy and gratitude, then no.
Okay.
There is a spiritual contract, but the length is not known.
Can you be specific about what the contract is?
The contract is about appreciation.
Oh, okay.
Appreciating another person who deeply cares for you.
Mm-hmm.
Deep appreciation without any attachments to any outcome.
Okay.
Learning to live in the moment
Mm-hmm.
with gratitude each day.
Okay.
Consciously communicating intentions. Being mindful and clearing your own patterns and energies. Being aware of your energies before engaging with each other.
Okay. Thank you. How's her body doing? Is she feeling okay?
A lot of pain in the chest, right upper chest area. The comment about the current love relationship brought some more pain
Okay.
to that area.
What do you suggest, if anything?
It will pass.
Okay. Is her body temperature okay?
Yes.
Okay. Is the business that she started a good path to continue on?
Yes. However, it is a commitment and a sacrifice. And this could prevent moving into other creative endeavors that come up quickly. A choice will need to be made at that time, whether to continue on that path. But for now, it seems positive.
Okay. Is Rochelle's birth galactic star family the Andromedans?
She has had many star families in many incarnations. Most recent star family, Pleiades. Very ancient soul. Andromedan, yes. Syrian, yes. Lyrian, yes.
Thank you. Will the big event solar flash happen within the next year in this time space?
Timelines are shifting rapidly. It is a possibility. However, depending on the collective, it could happen now to 10 years from now.
What will her role be after the solar flash?
Immediately after the flash, there will be a lot of confusion and chaos. And she, along with many others, will be stabilizing those still on Earth. Stabilizing emotionally, stabilizing physically, stabilizing spiritually. This is what she and many others she is in communication with have signed up to do during this time. This period could take some time to stabilize.
What relationships and people that are currently in her reality are best allies to stay connected with as she ascends and evolves within her soul mission?
Several people that she's traveling with are within her soul family and will continue upon this path with her for many years. But be mindful of different energetics and frequencies, as some people may veer off path.
Mm-hmm.
Be mindful and use discernment. Use your body as a guide.
Okay.
Uneasiness or pains in the body when spending time with these people is an indication that they are no longer at the same frequency or intention.
Okay. She would like confirmation that she is a part of the soul group Harbinger Souls.
Yes, Harbinger Soul has been the soul family for many, many, many incarnations. That is when the soul is most elevated in that line of work.
Okay.
Bringing other like-minded souls together for mission.
Okay. What practices should she focus on in this moment to open her pineal gland and third eye?
With intention and belief. Continue to strengthen that organ through meditation. Trust what's being shown.
What type of changes will be occurring in her physical vessel as she ascends higher into 5D Earth?
Her body will appear younger. Less physical weight.
Mm-hmm.
A more youthful glow.
Okay.
Magnetic energy.
When will the huge disclosure happen about our reality to the masses?
By December of this year, most everyone who had a contract to awaken in this incarnation will be awake. The calendar year of December 31st moving into January 1st will literally symbolize a new year, a new earth, a new reality for those that wish to create it and believe it.
What other events will happen this year that's important to know right now?
The amount of chaos, confusion, and destruction will continue to amplify up until this winter solstice. After the winter solstice, things will calm as the new year 2022 comes into reality.
Will our galactic family and spacecrafts make themselves visible to the masses this year?
Yes. For those that believe, for those that want this co-creation with our galactic star family.
Okay. Is she part of the ground crew that will assist other souls into the spacecrafts before the massive solar flash?
Yes, she is a lead ground crew.
Okay.
There is a space behind her home that will be utilized for one or many of the spacecraft to come. She will be assisting people who are in sleep-like states, assisting them physically to the spacecraft.
What are her natural gifts and how can she discover and nurture them?
She is a truth teller, and people are naturally drawn to the truth, especially in this time. Creating groups of people to discuss and speak the truth that will have a ripple effect on others. Taking action and meeting others in a space where they can collectively take action together. To spread the truth of what is to come and how to prepare those for the events.
Okay. So, do you have suggestions on how she can discover and nurture these gifts?
Continue doing what she's doing.
Okay.
Continue meeting and talking to people that she's guided to.
Okay.
Try to create events to put these people together.
Okay.
She's already doing this.
Who are her main guides and galactic team?
We just introduced her to Rose in a future life. Also, her grandmother, Lillian. And a very ancient soul. Who has no physical presence.
Okay. How does she know that they are in her presence?
Constantly showing signs.
Okay. How can she communicate and connect with them better?
Call upon their presence. Call upon their presence in the dreams. In meditation. Walks in nature. Outside of any outside distraction or five G phone waves. All of those are for distraction. To connect.
Okay. How is Rochelle doing? Shall we continue? Is she doing okay?
Yes.
Okay. How can she be more aware of her dreams and receive the messages that they're communicating with her more clearly?
Journaling, writing things down even if they don't make sense. Calling in the intention of the dream.
Okay.
Asking for support from their guides.
Thank you. What has been her most important dreams that she's had?
We are working every night in her dreams.
Okay.
Reactivating DNA strands that have gone dormant.
So what kind of work does she do during those dreams?
Lots of transmuting energy. Showing up for the light. Teaching other students.
What is the significance of the 2022 portal for her specifically and also humanity?
Two portal will be the highest frequency ever felt on Earth. It will be felt by everyone and everything.
Can you describe what that's going to feel like? Generally.
Major light body activation.
Okay.
Things will look differently, people will look differently, things will feel differently. Everyone will be affected. It's a gateway, a portal to the new Earth.
Okay. Thank you. Do you have anything else you want to address that maybe we haven't asked?
Her body is the most important thing to work on consciously.
Okay.
All of the support and answers will come from the body.
Okay.
It is the antenna and vessel to connect with all things.
Okay.
The clearer the channel, the more rapid the information can be brought through and transmitted to others.
Okay.
Her presence will impact many, but the body must be a pure source of transmission.
Okay. Thank you. What if I told you that you have the power to heal yourself, particularly physically, emotionally, and spiritually? Would you like to heal the past and brighten your now and your future using QHHT, a technique developed by Dolores Cannon? Hi, I'm Lori Lines. Visit my website to learn more about QHHT and book a session with me. I'm so looking forward to connecting with you as we discover together transcendence and healing for your highest good.